Okay, so now it's my turn. Thanks for inviting me to give to you this presentation about EuroGEO, the EuroGEO Action Group on the Green Deal Data Space. So for those who already don't know about EuroGEO, so this is a summary of it. So it's the European part of the Group on Earth Observations, the GEO. What is GEO? So GEO is a global partnership working to build a global Earth observation system of systems in very summarized way. And EuroGEO so aims to coordinate and integrate Earth observation resources across Europe to support better environmental monitoring and decision making, so the things that we do. It is promoted by the European Union Commission via funded projects and dedicated public events. And now is currently supported by the EuroGEO Secretariat project that has structured this EuroGEO in 9 action groups, and we are one of them. So the EuroGEO Green Deal Data Space Action Group, as I said, is one of the 9 action groups. So here we can see, there is a very thematic groups, so agriculture, land use, land cover, biodiversity, marine, so many different domains. And so this group, we coordinate research and develop it towards the Green Deal Data Space. And as we can see, so all the thematic groups and EuroGEO converge more or less in our, this is a personal opinion. And so as a group, so what we do, we share, select, and validate technologies and standard implementations to build a Green Deal Data Space that is compatible with GEO. Yeah. So it includes understanding the data space, what is the specific use cases that our projects are working with, then consolidating, of course, various perspectives, because we are many different people with many different, perspectives. Then, of course, exploring ways for connecting the data space with the GEO work program, and the GEO's infrastructure, discussing ideas regarding the governance, this other aspect that we need to look at for the Green Deal Data Space. And then thinking in future developments and providing policy and technical recommendations from what the projects learn. So, as you know, it has been created, perhaps has been created in 2022, now already 3 years ago, in the EuroGEO workshop in Athens. The group is led by Joan Mazó, that volunteered to lead this group. Yes, coordinator of AD4GD, but also as an active member in GEO. Then, of course, Kati and also Joan gave a very good overview of mainly these sister projects, so I will not repeat explanation. I think that many of us knows of all these projects, and so all that projects that we are working towards the Green Deal Data Space, we have formed this group, and we have participated already in several events, as we can see here the list. For instance, the last one with the European Commission in Brussels. Again, it has been explained, so I am not explaining you nothing new, but our policy framework is, of course, the European Green Deal and the priority actions on climate change, circular economy, deforestation, biodiversity protection, pollution, and also the European strategy for data that defines the common European data spaces, including the Green Deal Data Space. And we look at many data sources and interested entities relevant for the Green Deal Data Space to build it. So I will not mention, but for instance, inspired Copernicus or the new Copernicus data space ecosystem. Of course, all the research infrastructures that are under the ENRI community that they produce data that we need to work on it as well to integrate, and of course the big ecosystem of GEO's data providers. Big summary. So what we do, actually Kati explained it very well, so I'm more or less happy that more or less I summarized what you thought. And yeah, so we support these policies, the European Green Deal and the strategy for data, and what we do as a group. So we organize data and do scientific research through projects, working on multi-thematic and multi-dimensional data cubes, aggregating data via, for instance, OGC APIs, semantic standardization of vocabularies and concepts, so metadata improvements, interoperability experiments for data exchange with data connectors, but also other alternatives, and many, many, many other things. But in practice, we act as a community of practice because we don't generate data as a group, but we can share approaches and so on. And so EuroGEO, I think that gives us an umbrella, so that we need to take advantage of it. We have a lot of resources and a mail list, a web page, then so many papers that have been produced so far. I am sure that I am missing some of them, but here, some of them are represented. That this report is very interesting report that has been realized in the context of the EuroGEO Secretariat about what is this group. And lastly, this joint policy brief that will be presented officially tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, so I am just finalizing, but which is the state of play, So where we are, so yeah. Last week in Brussels, we discovered, we were still more sure that there is a need for this Green Deal Data Space Action Group. This event that tried to merge all the projects working towards to this, so 50 people attending this event, and many, many members of the European Commission were also present in there. Yeah, and so just a quick conclusion, So there have many multiple approaches. People is trying to integrate data, so data is still fragmented, Then this lack of use of common standards and APIs, also duplication. So, of course, there is this necessity, to coordinate efforts among projects that are working in the same direction. And some of these current projects are ending. This is the situation. But SAGE project will lead the progress towards the Green Deal data space and will have a central role in the action group, the future. This is my last slide. So it's a call for participation because, as I said, there are many projects that are ending. So we need new members. So please join, please spread the voice. Then another opportunity for all of us to work towards, So this is the next EuroGEO workshop, and we have an opportunity to build a joint session in there. For now, we have this placeholder confirmed, That will be, actually, I missed the day, but I think that is on 14th of October, and this will be this parallel session where we can solve and discuss and show progress towards the Green Deal. So, yeah, I think that's all. Thanks.